welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 with this Austrian campaign. Last time around we defeated Napoleon in the vineyards of Avignon. As it was quite a heavy battle, or seemingly so, looking at the troop numbers here, these two armies are resting and recuperating. However, it seems to be no problem in them doing so, as most of the French have gathered around Paris to protect the capital. One of the armies here, since I brought 3 army groups, it's the light division, has been able to actually move further, and so they have marched all the way to Toulon. No, not Toulon, Toulouse. Right. And we're gonna outrush all that, and yet another French territory falls into our hand. France is becoming ever smaller as we go through here. Also, I noticed that there's a British army over here. Henry Clinton, not entirely sure where he comes from. You'd imagine if he actually landed on the coast, he would go directly and take the region capital. Or if he come from Spain, he would take these two before marching into French territory. Then, of course, we had that one British army that moved in here, probably towards Caen or Cannes. We also have now a third British army landing. I like the British more than the Prussians at this point, mostly because, well, the Prussians are a rival to me, being supreme ruler of all German lands, but also because they're actually helping in the war effort a lot more than the Prussians. So the British have landed 3 armies, and I mean, they took out the Spanish. What does the Prussian done? The Prussians and the Russians go down here and they get destroyed by Napoleon. And I mean, there's kind of a, I mean, I don't really like the fact that they have so many troops at this point in my border, and I'm worried that once the war ends, all these troops need something to do. Oh, here's Blucher. Need something to do, and they possibly could attack me with all my armies in France. That would be kind of devastating. We got more light troops to send over to the light division to be an army completely. Maybe not, actually. We can divide them into, well, we can put them in this army to make it a full stack. So I guess maybe I'll put it on a community post and vote whether or not, after this episode actually, after I've seen this one through, so let's see if people want me, because I'm contemplating on continuing this campaign further than the turns I've done now, and then we would add on a conquest of the Ottomans. But the thing is, this campaign has already gone on for about, I think we're closing in on 30 videos, so I might put it as a choice either to go for a new campaign or continue to attack the Ottomans. I'm pretty sure this will be the last episode, because we kind of stand right on the precipice of glory, attacking France. However, it's going to be a bloody fight. There's tons of French troops around Paris. I was kind of, maybe I should wait until they build this, because just to get, oh, you know what? You only get campaign movement range and 2 different kinds of units, and those won't even apply to me. I mean, for the fact that it takes what, like 20 turns or something to build, and it only gives 2%. What does mine give? Mine probably gives something, I can't remember what mine give, but something similar. Given that it takes 20 turns, it costs like 20,000. You'd imagine that they bump that up a little bit, so maybe like a 10% movement speed, because then the French armies would actually be faster, like the lightning speed that Napoleon had most of the time when he marched around. So that would sort of play into that and say Russians would, I don't know what, but you could see some substantial 2%. 2% movement range. That's like if, well, it's say this one. So if that's 100 steps, divide this into 100 pieces. It's on the straight line over here, and then 2% would be adding 2. So that would be roughly, say, from moving to this tree to that one. I guess you gain prestige, as it says, but as far as I know, prestige does jack shit in the game. I don't even... clearly, I am the best nation here, but I don't have the best prestige. Prussia is more enlightened than me, and the English as well. They've got more economy. They've got somehow this... I don't know how I have one of the highest naval... Actually, France has the highest naval prestige, which is kind of mind-boggling. Why don't... I'd imagine the British have tossed the French Navy all around since they've been able to invade Spain and are landing lots of armies all over the place. So I don't see how the French have more naval power. Then military power, or military prestige. I've been crushing the French and everyone that comes in my way. And then we have the Prussians and the English, and the English, yes, they have invaded Spain, so they would have a lot. But the Prussians have done jack shit for most of the part. The only thing they did was they wanted to go at the Belgians, which is like, why would they, like, they have a massive army. It's like, what's the guy? The guy that plays the mountain go and punch a retarded kid. Doesn't seem, and to give it in the sense of there's a war going on, they need the mountain to go out and slay people, and he's like, no, you know what, I'm gonna hit this retarded kid instead, and that's gonna be it. Not to say the Belgians are retarded, but you get the point. Now it's no longer monetizable because I said retarded too many times, and that's a banned word, I believe. With that said, however, let's go ahead and see if we can't have the Battle of Paris. Most likely this will crash a few times, given the scale of it. Possibly. Oh, okay, so I'm telling you to attack this, but you want to go completely the other way around. So clearly I think he's a bit of a coward, this guy. Gonna march into there. Yes, they're gonna intercept me. And for some reason, he is not joined by the Allied armies, which are just a few steps away from him. He's not joined. Wait, am I? No, I wasn't. I was for a second there, I thought I was ambushed. I'm intercepted, but we're not going to be joined by these two armies. I mean, I guess this one wouldn't be that strange because he's actually out of movement range, so that I could get. But the other one clearly has enough movement. He had enough movement to continue on to the town. But guess this, like a sort of unintentionally handicapped myself in my fight against Napoleon. The Battle for Paris is going to be even worse in terms of handicap, because I'm going to face what? Almost 10,000 elite French troops. 10,000 elite French troops. Because there's 4,000, here's 5,000, so it's about 9,500 something. So almost 10,000. I've got Old Guard and all these stuff, and big cavalry units. Oh, this is gonna be a tough battle. I don't know why I'm not joined by my other units. Right. Well, this was shit. Well, without further ado, I guess we'll jump into this and try our best at holding this off. I do have quite a few cannons, so I could make like a noob fort of canister hiding somewhere on the map. Anyways, I do have... It looks like I'm sort of on the high ground above Paris. Anyways, let's go ahead and attack, shall we? Right, here we are on the battlefield. Kind of a gloomy day here early in the morning, I'd imagine. No, yeah, I can't... No, well, no, the sun is quite high, actually. It's just a very gloomy day, it seems. And you know what? I'm gonna set a goal for myself to actually move into the outskirts here of Paris to set up around this house. Could be disastrous, but it's a nice hill over here, and I imagine the AI has probably put its troop somewhere in a stupid way. We're not going to get in reinforcements anyway, so I'm thinking making a strong point in the town would probably be a good idea. So we're going to march everything straight through here. With cavalry, I've got mostly light cavalry. We do have one heavy cavalry unit. And we need to keep these cavalry units alive, so not trying to charge as much recklessly. I usually charge my cavalry recklessly into nothing. I mean, it's not even a full stack. This is definitely going to be a hard battle. Right, forwards. Dum 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 dum. I actually took this music piece from what's it called? Rock of Ages, but it's because I really like what's it called? Lully, a baroque. Is it called baroque? In Swedish, it's called baroque. Sort of 1600s French musical composer, which does this really like, as you hear in the music. Let's see if it comes again when they go to. And I actually kind of found out about him from a movie. I'd actually never seen the movie. I've just seen clips of it about the Sun King, the French Sun King, and his relationship with the artist. Right, here's the French. Seems like they've been inside of the town, and now they're moving to set up outside of it. They've placed their enemy artillery positions, always great. He's placed it on the downside here on the hill, and not only that, there's a house in front of it, so even if he got like cannonballs to bounce over, he's gonna bounce right into the house. It's got his cavalry entangled in among the houses, and yeah. I don't know, you know what, I'm regretting putting my light cavalry on this side. They're obviously not going to be able to chase anything down on this side, so light cavalry will swing around, or at least one of them. The two smaller ones, the Blankenstein and the Streifenkorps, will stay there. General, not go too far. Right, so we got some infantry over there. So we've got the Oberst veterans, and one of the grenadiers will target that side, while the rest will move up to take this ridge. Looks like the French. Oh, it's actually a bit of impossible territory here. Kind of choke point if I would actually get up to the side here. Heavy cavalry needs to pace itself a bit and move a little bit back. Shit ton of cuirassiers. Here's the 364 unit of French cuirassiers. There's more cuirassiers than there ever was. They've massed so many bloody cuirassiers. Right, they've taken the ridge more or less. I'm gonna have to find shit. I guess, you know what, I'll put 2 cannons towards this side. I'll put 2 cannons towards this side. Oh, that wasn't a cannon. That was a unit. And it's time to deploy these into line. As we can see, some light infantry. Oh shit, the light infantry is already shooting at my hussars. And oh shit, they managed to inflict quite a bit of damage, almost 10 hussars. That's not great. What we're gonna do is hopefully these guys continue to chase these guys around. We'll run them around, have the Blankensteins come in and take them on. Oh shit, you know what? This could be an absolute disaster right now. I'm looking at this. Shit. Heavy cavalry is about to get hit as well. Right, oh crap. Chasseur Cheval are moving in. My plan to have the hussars swing around and hit from either side is not gonna happen. An unmitigated disaster is what we're looking at. Right, roll the cannons back. Ooh. This is nasty. Right, hussars, swing around. Heavy cavalry. Shit, look at this. They're putting the troops right up against me. This is not gonna work if I'm gonna fight 10,000 Frenchies. Oh, they've bypassed my infantry over there. They're following the light cavalry though, so that's not that clever of them. Right, we're gonna get the light cavalry swinging in here. They march straight into my infantry though. Oh, they're charging on this side. Put the general close to inspire them. And I guess we'll have to form these guys into square. The light cavalry will swing in from here. The heavy cavalry will come from the front and will sandwich these two units. So the light cavalry, the alarms, will stop them from forming square, while the heavy cavalry coming from the front will absolutely shatter them. This unit is not doing too hot. This unit is not doing too hot either. This one was broken. The general needs to come over here and aid. Right, I'm trying to set up the cannons here behind, and the plan is to move back once they're actually ready to set up and fire canister. All the cuirassiers. It's not actually the big unit. Holy shit, what a shit show. But we're holding on. We're holding on. I've been able to break these two units, and look at the massive French troops retreating. And this one coming in from the flank is actually kind of breaking as well. I got a big cuirassier brigade over there. These two light units need to be taken out, so the light cavalry needs to come back. And the cavalry over here, with very few casualties, completely annihilated the enemy. We don't want these idiots to come back, so I'm gonna charge straight through. And we're not gonna move the infantry just yet. Gonna move these guys a bit back. Maybe holding on the cavalry. We're gonna, the cannons. We're gonna move this one into canister, so it can canister here. But the other ones, I think we could get the ridge as I originally wanted. We've got old guard
unit. The men
unit.
are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
These four will march forwards. This one has marched back. Formed into... You know what? You should aim over here. Turn your bloody guns, sir. And then the light cavalry will strike. The general needs to be close by. I'll actually put them in the square. Okay, cavalry was blocked there, trying to fight the old guard. Come on, get those guns firing! Ah, God.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Yes! Nice! Boom! I mean, it could be a lot more devastating, but obviously in this game nothing's really devastating. Look at that! Oh shit, it's the big cavalry unit. And they're all fighting this one. We need to rally. I don't want this one to break. Rally, hold this. Oh, the big cavalry unit is broken. Charge the conscripts. Oh shit, more enemy cavalry. We'll stop the infantry.
The men are fatigued, sir.
We'll stop the infantry. Right there. And the cavalry, since they're messed up, has to move back. The cannons will now move to the ridge. And we'll go ahead and limber this one. So the hussars really just has to try and chase as much of this cavalry down as possible. Because I really don't want those guys to come back. This small unit is perfect to set up in the actual house. We'll drop this square and move forwards. And this cannon will be moving forward as well. The line infantry is holding on, shooting down all the cavalry. So even though expected. I mean, just because of the AI's poor management, they've managed to somehow, within seconds, within minutes, I should say. How long has this battle been going on for? They have managed to lose. I'd imagine it's thousands upon thousands of soldiers, just because of the sheer chaotic nature of the battle. I mean, look at all of this, all of the cavalry and stuff. It just died. Jesus Christ. And they're just sending more and more troops over that ridge into an absolute madness of murder. And the cavalry units, where's the really big one? Has it rallied, or is it gone? I guess it's left the field. I don't know. I can't see the 360 one. Oh, we got some light foot back. Coming up behind us. Perfect for the Uhlans to strike them. Heavy cavalry trying to ride around, and we're gonna get the see, the 2 hussars. You know what, hussars go that way because the Uhlans will be able to take these guys on. And look at this, my line. Oh shit, cannons. You've kind of gone too far. Go to this side more, and then we'll have these 3 units move in front. This one's about to go. Where's the small unit? You. Oh, look at that, 187, 183, so not really. So they can get in. Where are the enemy reinforcements coming from, though? Right, Uhlans will charge over there. You know what I want to do? I want to come back. I want to watch the replay. And, you know, I usually end the end screen where I showcase some other videos of mine. Let's come back and just take a look at the start of this battle, but just from like just from the replay. What a waste of such an immense French army. And there goes the general, Emmanuel Fawcett, or whatever he was called. Right. Line infantry, general advance. Okay, so here's some French reinforcements. Wait, how has the Uhlans? There we go. I guess they actually managed to form line and fight the Uhlans there, or something. I don't know why they took so long. Jesus Christ! Let's look at all these bodies. Within seconds, hundreds, thousands of men died. Right, so we're gonna be facing enemies coming this way then, which we need to gather our cannons. Well, we can still have the cannons on the ridge, but I want to make the house the strong point.
Our men are running.
It would have worked a lot better if the enemy came up through here. Right. Charge. Charge. We'll sandwich them between the heavy cavalry. Oh, the heavy cavalry is already not liking the situation. I don't want to go too close to the cannon is still firing round shot. And most of the enemy cavalry is already breaking. And the general's unit is sandwiched in between loads of my cavalry. And everyone, it's just an absolute mess. So this is why you shouldn't have allowed the army to be controlled without a general to actually lead the army. That's what we're going to say. We're not going to say that it's due to the AI being absolute shit. Right. We're going to set up, try to set up at least around the house. You know what? For a second there in the beginning, when there were so many French troops coming at me, and I was like, fuck, this is going to be, I'm going to get destroyed. And then it turns into, possibly, my greatest victory. Right, we're gonna put this one if I have time to put it in
The
the
men are
house.
fatigued, sir, and must rest awhile.
Gonna put the lances back here. And ooh, I'm not sure if we're gonna have time. You know what? Form square. You're gonna be destroyed in seconds now. What are they doing here? Oh, they're trying to get these cannons away. We're gonna move the infantry to block them from getting my general. General can charge this thing down, and then we'll reorganize the troops to actually. Oh, this one broke very rapidly, and shit. One of
Our
the
men are
cannons were
running,
caught by the enemy cavalry, and this unit was unable to form into square. So we lost 2 cannons, which is not good, because they're probably going to retreat into the enemy. This unit, I mean, it probably didn't even get hit by the enemy cavalry unit before it started retreating. I'm gonna put you like there, and then you can fire canister towards wherever. The general, did he? Oh, come on! I give you one thing to do to chase this thing down, and you don't do it. Is the big cavalry unit in among here? We're gonna have one of these units continue. The heavy cavalry, they're tired. They're not gonna be used over here. The hussars, however, gonna be put to use over here. Get rid of that one. It would be nice if this guy came back. Let's see. This cannon was rallied. See if we can rally. Ah, nice. It's actually easier probably to move the single pieces into position for good position to set up around a house. And then we're gonna have to place some strategic squares, holding the very top of the hill there, moving forwards, holding the crest over there, and then these will move over here. We'll see if we can get this guy back so I can actually put him inside the house. Have these guys ride down these heavy cavalry. See if you can go for these. The thing is, we're gonna have to fight the army we broke here again, possibly, as we actually take on Paris, because we haven't actually taken Paris with this battle. Because we were the ones that were being intercepted. Is that an enemy general? Yes. He's riding straight into my Olans. Let's try not to shoot our own general. So I'm gonna place this cannon in the corner over there. I'm gonna place this cannon back here. And I guess we'll place this one over here. And hopefully that is some good artillery placement. Do I have any unit that's 100 and something? That's small enough to fit in the building. It's only that one, I think. Which would be nice if we can actually rally those idiots to get back here. 40th Regiment. Okay, these guys probably not coming back, but I still want to chase as many of these down as possible. My greatest victory, or I guess the enemy's biggest blunder. Look at how many light infantry, 2 light infantry units were more or less completely annihilated as they were surrounded by my cavalry. And with very few cavalry units lying here. All of it just light infantry that was killed. Also, the air's kind of stupid here because, well, they've charged in without support. Without proper support of infantry or either or cannons or anything. Why have you not come back? I'm thinking maybe I should inspire him, but maybe that's not what he needs. Oh, look at that. We've got other no, that's the stupid general. Other reinforcements. Sending the cavalry straight in to die on my squares, which is stupid. So the main battle was over rather quickly, and very, very quickly, I should say. You know what? I'm sort of rethinking placing my cannons all the way back here around the house now, because is he trying to charge my general? No, he's get rid of that idiot. No, they're actually coming from that side. It's still gonna be a strong point if I get these guys back. Maybe I'll try to inspire them. So we'll have the one cannon, the single cannons. We'll have them on either side here, but the two other ones will be moved up to aid this main line here to hold the ridge or fire upon the enemy. We'll put one cannon over here. Oh shit. Move here in front of them. No, they're gonna ride onto this unit and they're gonna die. Right, and you're gonna form square. And the general's gonna move back. Gonna have these cannons. So this cannon will move up here. And I guess we'll turn it that way. And we'll have this cannon moved, I guess this place, right in the corner here. That'll be a good spot. So we'll move you over there. Ooh, the Austrian lancers and the dragoons are riding side by side as these guys get snagged onto the square. In which case, the lancers, which are exhausted, will go ahead and attack these guys. As they're coming in from the flank, they'll most likely break them, I think. Why are you moving forwards? I guess to get a better angle to fire from. So single cannons in the back, ready with canister.
We have
But
killed
they're
their
not gonna be.
generals. Now they
I guess
must
another
break.
general. Who was this? He didn't even have a name. Right. Oh, the Uhlans were almost broken just by trying to chase these guys down. Let's see if we can get you into position where you can actually rest behind our lines. Where's the heavy cavalry? There's another light cavalry unit put on the flank. And the heavies come back very tired. I wonder how many they've killed chasing down all the French. The town is mine. Jesus Christ, what a battle. Why are you chasing this poor unit? Stupid general. He's like pointing at them. Haha! This is the only unit of mine though that's retreating, and you've just lost a full stack army with that 364 heavy cavalry unit which you wasted. I mean, they had me in such a bad spot with my cannons not being able to help or anything like that, and then they just wasted all of it. Right, gonna put the cannons here. I'm gonna put the square. I'm gonna see if I can get the square on this side to protect, and then we'll get the line. You know what? We should place them kind of on an angle, so maybe they can fire here and fire there, or at least one cannon can turn fire there, one cannon can turn and fire there, or actually both can fire this way, and then if necessary I can turn one cannon to fire over here. And we'll move the units. We'll give I mean, I don't really have enough manpower to cover all the way here, but we'll give them a little spacing. Two reasons.
The entire unit is dead, sir.
A new plan in which I am able to send cavalry from the back through the spacings. Say 2 units, form them into square, have a unit of cavalry charge straight through. Dragoon guards attacking my very tired hussars. They're exhausted though. Oh, you know what? My unit might break. Send over the general. No, we won. Nice. But I guess that means that we're not gonna have my really tired cavalry on the flanks. We're gonna have them in the back, trying to hold on for dear life. Right. Canister. Very nice. Gonna draw these. Don't need to be in the square, you can stay in line. Like that, line. Very nice. And then, you know, you could form these two in square, and then these guys could come straight down the middle and send the froggies away. Come on, give them some canister. You don't have to turn towards the middle, just fire into the mess. Fire, goddammit you! Fire, I tell you! Okay, I'm ordering you to fire down here, right through there. That'll be nice. And you will deploy and fire round shot towards the approaching enemy. Might be some cannons and stuff, so we'll... what are you doing? Oh. The enemy general is riding around like an ass behind here. The Elans, still very tired, but... oh, he's actually... The general charged headlong into the fight
We've
here.
killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
He dies. Great. Idiot. He didn't, as what was said in that shot. Once you get past the point, the lance point, it's like killing rabbits or whatever he says. The commander of the heavy cavalry. I don't know if it is the only heavy cavalry commander. It's wait, what are they? There's Ponsonby of the Scots Greys, and which in the movie Napoleon says, what did they say? No, it's not actually Napoleon. It's one of his generals. It said one of the most glorious cavalries of Europe and the worst led. Speaking, I guess, of Ponsonby, which they get more or less annihilated during that charge. One of the interesting things, though, about that charge, which I came to find out later, is well, I had a clan, a regiment for Napoleonic Wars Mountain Blade, called the 54E, or the 54th Regiment. One of the regiments that the Scots Greys rides down in their charge is actually the 54th, which gets completely run over by the Scots Greys at Waterloo. Well, I think they changed the setup, so I think it's 54th Demi Brigade or whatever, or something. I can't exactly remember, but the 54th is there, and they get run over by the Scots Greys. So a bit of a cannon duel over here, firing back and forth into a forest. They've placed their artillery rather poorly yet again. They don't have a clear view, so they have to fire above to try and... This one kinda has an idea of where to fire, but I guess it would have been better to actually move the cannon into the forest and fire from there. At this point, this battle has... I mean, from the high action here, is gone to me slowly just whittling down their stupid reinforcements. So maybe at this... You know what? At this point, unless this part heats up, what I'll do is I'll make a cut here, and depending on how long the episode is, I'll just cut out this part, and we'll jump into us looking at the replay of all this madness right over here, with all these dead troops everywhere. See from underneath. How it looks from the underground It's easy maybe to see the bodies. Jesus Christ, what's happened here? I mean, there's a tree or something there that makes it darker, but there's a lot of bodies. This is how Hades, what's he called? He's not called Hades, but this is how he sees it. Oh, all these lovely souls to join me. But yeah, I'll go ahead and well, actually the battle is jumping up now. And I don't know, there's gonna be enough reinforcements to rival that of the main fight. The reinforcements is, I was about to say fight this battle better, because they actually line up, they're trying to get in line before attacking, but I mean this attack right here by the cavalry to ride in front of the entire line, then get snagged onto the grenadiers just to get at my artillery, and then get some of their horses completely blown away by my artillery. But it's going to be a lot harder to break down these units, because they're coming out as one by one, and at this point my cavalry is kind of tired. And they're still coming in troops here. They're sending in a cannon. They're sending in very few reinforcements over here, so I'm thinking I can send a cavalry unit over. Active. Fresh, right. Uhlans will move over there and seize the enemy cannons. Cannons would be, they usually placed at the back of the reinforcements line, are they? Or no, how is it? The air puts cavalry first, then cannons, then infantry. So after this the infantry will turn up from this side, depending on how many cannons they have though. So this looks like kind of a heavy attack coming in on my flank here. I'm gonna switch to canister and start firing this way, and most likely we're gonna have to reinforce this one with the heavy cavalry, with a heavy cavalry charge, and the Blankenstein coming in. Let's see if you can turn to fire on the sappers, blow them away. The main line is holding. I do have the possibility to pull back to set up around the house. Let's see, where did the cannon go? It's disappeared. We can't see it no more. Kind of unnecessary to have you here now. Swing you up to attack these guys. Also, oh yeah, you are set to fire at a specific target, are you not? Also you should fire there, because everyone of that unit needs to fire. Something's going on. Thought I heard cavalry charging. The Uhlans, you know what, rather going from there, we actually need them over here, because, well, you can see what's going on. They're kind of breaking us down. They're kind of breaking us down over here. They're actually, the clever bastards are actually flanking us. They're outflanking. You know what, before this one arrives, I'll put this one forward to attack these guys in the flank, and this one like that. Hopefully that will work. I need the Uhlans to come in and try to sweep this away. Have these continuously fire canister down here to hopefully rout. Oh, the conscripts are routed. Nice. These grenadiers not doing that hot. I'm gonna pull them back, and there's a little bit of a ridge, so maybe they can hide behind there. These guys are being slowly cut down. You know what? I'm not gonna have my cavalry charge uphill to get at grenadiers. That's not gonna work. And these guys need to turn because now they're being completely outflanked by these guys. And ooh, boom! They are defeated, and these guys defeated as well. So lawns go through, cannons hold fire, and you will move forwards to here, and then the Uhlans will just chase all of these guys down. Maybe try to hit these guys in the back. Let's see. Are these... They should be in a better position. You can kind of see how I've hidden them. So they have kind of this earth wall in front of them. Hopefully soaking up some bullets. They were kind of broken down. We're going to turn the Uhlans around and charge this conscript unit in the back. Hopefully we'll get this one to retreat as well. These guys, not in a great position right here. Fire canisters straight forward at that unit. Young Guard and Grenadiers. Not a great thing to, but I guess to attack. What we can do is a similar thing to what we did with the light infantry there. So we'll have the Hussars come in first and tie these guys up, and then the heavy cavalry swing in and defeat them. Continue through and get rid of all of them, and hopefully they'll not come back. Most likely because I killed the general, so that one was nice. And come on, break these guys already. Once they're broke,
are running for.
Doesn't matter that much. Oh, these guys coming back. Right, I'm gonna move you back here, and I'm gonna put these guys at fire at will. And before I forget, right, let's see. We'll start the advance. So the heavy cavalry has started advancing. The light cavalry is moving in. The young guard is grouping around something. They're moving towards the heavy cavalry. The light cavalry will the first ones to call their charge. And hopefully they hit. Oh, they move into a charge. Headlong into the heavy cavalry while the light cavalry takes them on from the back. They're surrounded. I mean, they're still killing some of my men, but they're surrounded, so the morale is quite quickly dropping here. And hopefully they'll come pretty soon. Once that's done, these two will combine and go against these to save this one. All the troops that were sent away by the Uhlans are back. The Uhlans are at this point very cut down to size, and they're tired. Yes, they're exhausted once more. Canister being fired that way. Right, these guys were gone. Move up behind the Grenadiers. The young guards completely cut to shreds. Main line is holding. There's a lot of conscripts. What if? What if I called a general bayonet charge? They're just the enemy's just moving forwards. I could inspire the Grenadiers to go straight into this mess. And then they're turning towards this unit. Grenadiers start to advance. Oh, the enemy is charging. Right. I'll inspire you. You'll be supported. Oh, they're formed square in front of us. Generals coming up. Grenadiers charge in. They're supported by more infantry, and the French are broken. We have to remember that these guys have already broken once. So that's why they're not gonna stand. Continue through here. Got another unit that is in very poor shape. I'm gonna force that one to retreat as well. The cavalry will continue into these smaller groups of sappers, and the infantry unit will turn to follow them. So we have a general charge going down the line here, sending off all the French. Move into them. And shooting at them as they retreat. Right. The enemy is defeated, more or less. Move forwards to finalize the defeat. Right, where's my alarms? Oh, the
Our
alarms
men
left
are
the
running,
field.
sir.
Ooh, the thing is, I need to send something over here to deal with that one. I guess you can turn to round shot, turn your guns around and get that one. Try to get that one at least. You know what? We're gonna actually send you to deal with that one. Because otherwise,
Glorious
I might end up in a
victory, sir,
position
is
where I
soon
have
to be yours.
one unit that has to march very far to get that one. Grenadiers will hold over here. The cuirassiers. Oh, these guys broke just by the appearance of the heavy cavalry. Continue to march. So even though I had a really tiny army, I was able to defeat a French army consisting of, I mean, twice the numbers of mine. It's grenadiers versus German infantry. We're gonna halt and fire. The general's gonna be in support. The rest of my units are advancing. You can see about this little unit of young guards. Actually, it's not that little, it's 100 men. Ooh, I actually shot through our own unit to get at these guys. I think just because it's a young guard, it's going to be difficult to actually cut them down, so I'm going to have the cavalry come in from the back, while the grenadiers charge from the front. Active. And the young guard chasseurs are not even ready to put up a fight, and they're just pushed around and they're gone. Move forwards, continue the advance. Ever pushing forwards. 2 infantry units have come back over here. Not sure if these guys are under fire by these. Oh, they've stopped. They've even stopped firing back. They're moving the guns forward for some stupid reason. I wonder if a quick charge by the general could be enough. Confident and tired, very tired. You know what? Let's see about charging these guys. I can support the troop by inspiring them. And that should be enough, shouldn't it? Because look at their morale. It's so poor. Continue on to this one. And the general will join in. It's only cavalry left over here, more or less. See about shooting them down. And yep, these guys are gone. We've got Oh, why did it end up underneath the ground? Oh, God damn it, we still have units turning up here. Return back here then. I mean, I would say at this point that the battle is won. It's only a formality at this point. So I think what I'll do is we'll play the remainder of this off camera, and depending on what time I have, I will. And you know what? Even if I will, I'll do like an extra long overview of this at the end. Is these? Oh, what's this? Conscript unit has come back in the forest. God damn it. Right, but I'll see you at the end of this. Right. So, we're at the absolute final part of the battle. I actually got to set up in the house enough reinforcements turned up over on the left that I actually was forced to retreat here. We've got our cannons sort of set up. We've got some grenadiers in the house, and come on, get this fire going. Boom! And that was enough to send those Frenchies away. I believe we can send some more away. I have these single cannon units all over the place. We got troops in the house, we got these guys. I mean, not only do I have troops in the house, I believe I also have Corey in the house. Boom! The sappers are gone. Canister will rule the battlefield. And quite quickly, the French attack evaporates in front of my canister. We're gonna send these guys to chase these. And I believe I don't need anything more than a bit of canister to send the rest of the French away. My last cavalry unit. If you could fire, that would be nice. Let's see, this one's gonna fire first. Boom! Massive hole. Second one, another one, and boom! TJ Khaled with another one has won the day. Finally, the battle is won. Let's go on to take a look at the statistics of the campaign map, shall we? The statistics and the campaign map. And here we have the statistics of the battle. Looks as though all my units survived. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks that way anyways. I deployed about 3,000 men. The French deployed 3 times as many, 9,500 men. They lost 7,000. Only 2,400 remaining. They only managed to inflict 1,600 casualties. While I... Wait, oh, so the French killed about 300 of their own, and I killed about 300 of my own as well. But yeah, pretty astonishing victory. Highest kills, almost 1,000 for the Cavalier Regiment, Blankenstein, 800. Uhlans, we have infantry units killing over 500 and so forth. Basically everyone, more or less, has gained a chevron, so the entire army has a chevron except for this unit. Which are these? Is that the Hungarian? Oh wait, they have a chevron. It looked like they didn't have. Wait, I went in here, and then maybe I didn't see it. Right. I should be able to complete the victory here. A siege of Paris. There's only 4,000, most of it's infantry. It's a bit of a shame that that would be the last battle. We have this one turning up, but you know what? Let's go ahead and end it, shall we? Victory. Only 500 men lost. Supreme victory. Austria has beaten the enemy. Fireworks for everyone. Boom. And we're gonna occupy Paris. Now we actually have the occupying force in Paris. And I won the campaign as Austria. He gained aggressive attacker. Darling of the gutter press. Yes. Definitely. Oh, that's the spy. Oh wait, this guy gained superior general and darling of the gutter press. But this guy that pulled off the victory of the century did nothing. Oh, he already was a superior general and aggressive attacker. But he's not darling of the gutter press. So this guy, because he was one general that moved into Paris, got all the sort of press by the attention, or the attention by the press. While this guy didn't get, he got an honorable mention, but he was the one that actually do anything. We got British army here ready to clean some of the. Oh, there's a. How the hell did you manage to sneaky Russians? I didn't know they had two forces there. Right. With that, the campaign is over. I'm most likely gonna post a vote in the community tab right now to see if you guys want me to continue the campaign with an attack on the Ottoman Empire, or if it's time to choose a new campaign. Let's see if I can quickly sign a peace with France. They usually are okay with that. The reason why I want that is because this army back here, I want that moved away from me. And yeah, very nice. So, alright, this might be the end of this campaign. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!
Our men are running for